The field is officially set for the Elimination Chamber, and today I'm going to rank every superstar's chances of winning the Elimination Chamber and going on to face Cody Rhodes in the main event of WrestleMania. First up, I have Damian Priest at 7, and you wonder why I have 7? Just hear me out. I got a theory. You'll hear it when I get there, but at 7, I have Damian Priest. I love the move to SmackDown for him. New beginnings, fresh start, gets him away from the Judgment Day, something he desperately needed. I would love to see Priest get another world title reign. I was happy with his World Heavyweight Championship reign. It ended a little short for me, but he killed it. He really stepped up to the plate, proved he's a main eventer, but I just don't see this happening here. I don't see Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest at WrestleMania. Just not yet. I just don't think Priest is in that spot yet where they trust him to end a WrestleMania in the main event slot. At 6, I have Logan Paul. Logan, you always got to give him a chance just given the star he is outside of wrestling, the crowd reaction he gets. But we had already seen Cody versus Logan. It was fine. Don't want to see it again. I would like to see Logan face somebody more like AJ Styles or something like that. I know people want to see CM Punk. They kind of planted the seeds with the Rumble. They're obviously both in the chamber here. One could pin the other. I'm not really into Logan versus CM Punk. Maybe that can happen at a different PLE, but just not WrestleMania. I think Punk deserves something a little better than that. Just right now, Logan, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to face somebody in this match and the seeds will be planted because I don't think it's going to be CM Punk. It could be somebody else. You know, it could maybe even be Priest. Priest versus Logan makes sense for both guys if you ask me. Coming in at number 5, Seth. Seth helped Cody win this title. Seth and Cody have a long history. Obviously, Cody made his return to the WWE against Seth. You could always go back to this. For the tag match last year at WrestleMania, to him helping him actually defeat Roman Reigns. The story is there, and you can always go back to this. The only problem is, I don't think they're going to. I think Seth is going with Roman. And what I expect Roman to actually screw Seth here. We had seen Shawn Michaels break into the chamber to screw The Undertaker. Chris Jericho then pins The Undertaker to become the World Heavyweight Champion. I could see a similar thing here. Maybe Seth's in the final 2 and Roman breaks in and eliminates Seth. You know, he takes him out with a spear, allows somebody to pin him, something like that. I think we're getting Seth Roman at WrestleMania, and I think we're going to get there by Roman costing him here. Because that's the next progression of the story for me, is something like that needs to happen here. Coming in at number 4, I have John Cena. And I know I'm going to upset some people with this. They think we're getting Cena-Cody at WrestleMania. I just don't see it. I don't see the guy not being there to build the chamber to be the one to win it. I just don't think that's where we're at now. I think Cena's story is going to be the chase all year. I think he's going to be trying to pursue championship opportunities, but not actually lock it down. I just don't see him winning here. Maybe we even get Logan Paul versus Cena. That has been rumored online. I wouldn't be a fan of Cena's last WrestleMania match being against somebody like Logan, but you can't rule it out. You definitely can't rule it out. I just don't see Cena winning. I do think at some point we will get Cena versus Cody Rhodes. That's definitely going to come, but I just don't think that's coming yet. And I don't think they're going to go that direction with WrestleMania. But I will say, that's easily a WrestleMania main event. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. You do have to wonder, is John Cena's last WrestleMania, is he not going to main event? So you got to give Cena a solid chance of winning. I just don't see it happening. And plus, he's already been advertised for Raw. The road to WrestleMania, he's all on Raw. He's not on SmackDown. The dates he's confirmed for are on Raw. I don't think they're going to build both world title matches solely on Raw. SmackDown needs attention too. And that's why I just don't see Cena winning it here. Coming in at number 3, now this is my theory. The Rock. I think some way, somehow, The Rock could enter the chamber. Whether that's he takes somebody out, like Edge did with Kofi Kingston back in the day, and then hops in a pod, or maybe he just comes in after the match. I don't know. Something, some way, there's a chance. There's a chance because Rock versus Cody, the seeds were planted. We know that. The last time we've seen The Rock, Bad Blood. Well, we've seen him on Raw, but within story. Because on Raw on Netflix, he was not within story. The last time we've seen him in character, in story, was Bad Blood. And he came out after Roman and Cody. I don't think he's going after Roman because he had made his mission clear. He's coming after Cody. I think we're still going to get back to that at some point. The Rock pinned Cody in the Night 1 main event last year. I think Cody has to get his pin back at some point. So I do think there is a small chance The Rock enters here. And if The Rock's in it, of course he wins. Some people wanted him to enter the Royal Rumble at 31. He could do something like that in this match. Use his powers on being on the board, somehow insert himself into this and capture the World Championship match at WrestleMania, the main event slot, Cody Rhodes versus The Rock. 100% a possibility. Is it the likeliest thing? No, of course not. The Rock's not even advertised for the match, but that doesn't mean anything. We've seen Brock enter the Money in the Bank one year when he wasn't even a part of the match, climb the ladder, pull it down. We've seen things like this. The Rock obviously has a different ability to do it because he's on the board. So even within story, it could make some sort of sense. And I don't think people would be upset. Even though The Rock's not advertised for this match, I don't think people would be upset if he somehow gets inserted into this match, wins it, and then we're back to Cody Rhodes versus The Rock at WrestleMania. That's why I think there's a possibility. I just hope if The Rock does do this, if he is in this match somehow, he is the one facing Cody Rhodes. I hope it's early. I hope it becomes very clear. I don't want to see the winner, let's say Seth Rollins wins and then The Rock comes out and he's using his powers to make Seth defend his opportunity against The Rock. I don't want to see something silly like that. I want The Rock to be in the chamber if he's going to be in the chamber. But since he's not even advertised in the match, I'm not going to spend too much time on The Rock himself. I just want that out there. I think there's a strong possibility we could see The Rock. Because if it's not now, it's not ever in terms of WrestleMania 41. If he's not at the chamber, I don't think we get The Rock this year, which would be disappointing. Coming in at number 2, Drew McIntyre. The reason I have Drew at number 2, he just switched to SmackDown. He is a top heel. He would make sense to go against Cody. He was the MVP of 2024. I think him versus Cody could main event WrestleMania. Obviously, we all want Drew to have his WrestleMania moment, his true WrestleMania moment. I know he won the World Championship last year, but then he immediately lost it. He got robbed of his WrestleMania main event in front of fans. I want to see him get that back, and now could be the time. I think Drew versus Cody, they have history. They're former tag team champions together. Back before both of them got released. Then they both have been released, reinvented themselves, came back to the WWE, became main eventers, became WWE champions. I think the story there writes itself. That is a true WrestleMania match. That is a true WrestleMania main event. Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes. And I don't like the direction that Drew maybe could be going for Mania. There was rumors online that it could be Damian Priest. I think Drew earned a bigger match than Damian Priest, and that's not knocking Damian Priest. I just think that's where Drew is. He should be at the very top of the card. And I think him versus Cody makes a lot of sense. And then number 1, I have CM Punk. When I look at this field, the 6 wrestlers in this match, CM Punk is the one that makes the most sense to me. We've already seen the seeds planted with him and Cody Rhodes. Before last year's Rumble, before this year's Rumble, they are great in the ring together. They challenge each other on the mic. The story is there. He obviously still has his favor to call in. We have no idea if that's going to be in this match some way, somehow. Maybe he's the 6th person out of the pod. Maybe that's what the favor is. Maybe the favor is Roman Reigns costs Seth Rollins. Maybe it's something along those lines. But I think CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes needs to happen, and that is a WrestleMania main event. That is a match you could look at and say, that belongs to go on last. That is deserving of the main event slot. I cannot wait to see a story between those two because we've seen a few teases, but we have not seen the one-on-one match. We have not seen the rivalry. We have not seen the feud, and I'm waiting to see it, and I think now is the time to pull the trigger because if Punk doesn't main event Mania this year, I'm not sure he's ever going to. Let's get it done. Now, Cody needs to face somebody that is believable, that can take the title from him, which obviously CM Punk would be. He'd be very believable. I want this to happen. I think this should happen, and I think it is going to happen. I think CM Punk is going to be the one to win the Elimination Chamber and challenge Cody Rhodes in the main event of WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. He finally gets his main event that he has been waiting for. He has earned, he has deserved, and I think now is the time to pull the trigger. Guys, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.